Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you've seen and if you want to see more. Coming up, Cronulla Sharks retain young hooker. Thompson seems to have put aside his COVID woes. But we begin with the NARL's optimism about the 2022 inaugural season. So we'll begin with news coming out of the NARL, as their CEO Rob Curtis has had a in-detail conversation about the current state of play in the NARL with loverugbyleague.com. Please see the full interview on their website. They say that the rugby league enthusiasts are pressing ahead with the plans to go it alone in North America instead of joining the English system. But for coronavirus and other contributing factors, 3 North American teams could have been playing in England during the 2022 season. Toronto Wolfpack were working their way up from League One to Super League in 4 years. However, they are now a relic of the North American dream. After this, we had New York City and Ottawa, who also abandoned hopes of following into the footsteps of Toronto Wolfpack, and since then the Ottawa team has metamorphosed into Cornwall FC and have joined League One, while Toronto and a New York team are all looking to join the NARL for their inaugural 2022 season. The Yorkshireman Ricky Wilby, who was behind New York's application to join Rugby Football League, is heavily involved in the NARL also. They say they have 3 investors from the UK and Ireland waiting to come on board also. The league have also enlisted the help of Don Povia, who has worked with the New York Yankees and former NFL player Keith Bullock. As ambassadors, they've appointed World Rugby Hall of Famer Faradra Knight and former NFL running back Kenneth Farrell, who is the chairman of the United Football Players Association, as is Povia on this stance. The UFPA is an organisation that Farrell's group helped to unearth opportunities for post-college American footballers who failed to crack the NFL. NARL Chief Executive and Chief Operating Officer Rob Curtis believes this can create a huge supply of talent. Curtis said, "We sent an email to graduates who played college football between 2017 and 2020. Within the first hour, we had 150 expressions of interest. So we have a database of guys who are looking for work, who have played a very high level at university here. We have a pipeline of guys who are hungry for work. We are trying to build rugby league organically and through avenues and pathways out of the US. Our objective is to build a league that is going to be competitive within 3 to 5 years on a global scale. We know there is interest. We have 14 teams lined up last year and had been contracted by 13 other cities in the course of 5 weeks, expressing an interest of being part of it. We'd like to see 24 teams in the next 4 to 5 years. We think we have the potential to span coast to coast and across provinces in Canada, Jamaica as well." That's a great big scope for a league that's not even played yet. And if all these come to fruition, excuse me, it is only going to benefit rugby league in North America and the entire global event as a whole. Ricky Wilby says teams will be allowed to have 1 overseas player in the first year of rugby league. They will be predominantly made up of domestic talent, initially playing as amateurs and semi-professionals on a par with League One and the Championship. They have a view of going full-time within 5 years. He also goes on to say the league will have its own streaming platform. Also, he hopes to secure a television deal in time for the start of the new season. In addition, Curtis is confident league can hold off any threats from rugby union also. Curtis said there's always going to be friction where there's competition. We like to equate it to Pepsi and Coca-Cola. If the two big drinks can coexist, there is no reason why we can't also. But hey, us in the UK and in Australia have always felt the pinch of rugby union when it comes to talent and everything like that, as they seem to swoop a lot more for the UK talent. There is also the lingering threat of COVID, but Povia is confident that the league will go ahead as scheduled. He said up until last Thursday, when the Omicron variant reared up its ugly head, I would have said we were 100% confident. I think candidly we're 99% confident that we'll still able to move forward in the coming year, because even if it turns out fans are not allowed to attend, we know that all professional sports have mechanisms and fail-safes in place to have their athletes play in a safe environment. We'll still be ready to launch in spring. So guess what, people, we're going back to the NRL for another story, as Canterbury Bulldogs are back in pre-season, and it seems like one of their COVID holdouts has either had the jab or has proven medical exemption towards being allowed back into training, as Luke Thompson has been snapped in pre-season for the Canterbury Bulldogs. Thompson, on the left here, says that it ends any speculation that the former St Helens forward being unvaccinated, as the Bulldogs hierarchy made it perfectly clear that those that have not had the COVID-19 jab will no longer be involved in the club. It follows news that Thompson's new teammate, John Asante, was fired, had his contract terminated after refusing the vaccine. At the same time, the 26-year-old ex-St Helens forward finally succumbed to the vaccine pressure. That, however, hasn't stopped the rumours that Canterbury have again offered him to the West Tigers, according to the Australian Daily Telegraph. The Bulldogs have some major hitters on their books in the next few seasons, with the new signing of Viliame Kickout on a reported $800,000 a year when his contract starts in 2023. That's on top of new recruits Reid Mahoney's $650,000 salary, whilst it's said that the prop Luke Thompson is also on a reported $800,000 a year when his contracts started a couple of seasons ago at $800,000, according to Fox Sports. But there has plenty of speculation that has linked Thompson to the West Tigers earlier in the season, with head coach Michael Maguire revealing that he had serious interest in the former St Helens prop back in August, though the Englishman ended up staying at Canterbury. The fact that he's training with the Bulldogs suggests there could well be a twist in the tale, despite Thompson's apparently being offered to Wests as stated above. Well, before. Canterbury also made the point of snapping him not once or twice, but 3 times in club photos, perhaps making a statement that Thompson is indeed present. Not very subtle way of saying, haha, we've done it, we've got our vaccination strength up and running. So, the Cowboys have got their man included in the squad, and have now got some decisions to make over the player and the future players that are coming in, or anyone else that's in the club, as it's a lot of money and they've got a salary cap to abide by. I don't know. He's a talented forward and he has done everything he must to keep on the contract, but he'll want to continue to play in the NRL. He's stated that a few times. So with West spending massive amounts of money, and we'll show you in another episode about what I mean by that, could they have Luke Thompson added to their ranks and not be upsetting their own salary cap? Well, I don't know. But one of the more talented English forwards in the league, so I won't be surprised if anyone else came in to get him, if he's willing to reduce the amount of money that he's on. So we've heard plenty of signings coming into clubs, but we've not had any stories really about retention of players in the NRL. But the Cronulla Sharks have announced that their 23-year-old hooker, Blake Brayley, has signed a long-term contract extension with the Cronulla club. Brayley, who was already contracted to the club for 2022, put pen to paper on finalising a new 4-year deal which will see him remain in the Sharks colours until at least 2026. Despite interest from other teams, Brayley has expressed his desire to remain at the club while he continues on his NRL journey, which began as a 13-year-old academy player, and that was a major factor in committing to the Sharks long term. It's the place I grew up. I was a local junior. I obviously wanted to stay here, so I'm excited to be part of the future, Brayley said. This was my first choice. I really wanted to stay, so I'm so grateful that it's to get it done. After coming through the ranks at the Sharks with his junior career including incredible success at club level with the Aquinas Colts, his team winning 10 consecutive Cronulla Junior League titles, Brayley would then play a pivotal role in the Sharks SG Ball success in 2015. The Sharks both won the New South Wales Rugby League and the National Under-18s Championship. From there, he represented the Sharks at the Under-20s level before graduating to the NRL squad, where Brayley would become a top-grade debut alongside his brother Jaden in round 1 of the 2019 season. Brayley Jr. has since gone on to playing 59 NRL games, including all 24 matches in the 2021 season, and Brayley now hard at it in his first few weeks of pre-season and excited about the Sharks' immediate future under new coach Craig Fitzgibbons even, sorry. Fitzgibbons was good about the whole situation and a reason why I wanted to stay. The first 2 weeks have been great. He's a really knowledgeable coach and I'm excited to be working under him, Brayley said. Already with the pre-season, I'm seeing a lot of change. The boys have come back fit and healthy and it's really good feel around the training at the moment. The new recruits are fitting in perfectly, they are training really well, and I'm enjoying building some connections with them. We all know what we've got and we're really excited to see where we can go, Brayley added. So that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide so that we can get the message out about our wonderful sport and also to help me. We're only 20 off the new target of 100 subscribers, well, my original target of 100 subscribers. And I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming along and all those that are already involved. Tell me in the comments below what your thoughts are on these 3 stories. Do you think Luke Thompson has been given the all clear about his COVID changes, or has he got some medical exemption? Either way, he's back involved. But do you think now the Canterbury are looking to ship him on? It's quite a dilemma that Thompson has seen himself in, but he's now more appealing to more NRL clubs. And the optimism about the NARL, it's good to hear from more than the COO. We've got one of the advisors coming out and speaking in a statement as well. That's always good. Hopefully Omicron isn't causing too many issues over in America, and we will be able to see it go ahead. And finally, Noah Sharks. Good signing to retain a 23-year-old hooker who's done quite well for them over the last couple of years. Do you think he's got the potential to be a star in the NRL? As I said, tell me in the comments below. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Remember to share and tag people in your shares for this video so we can get the word out. Also, I want to just say thank you again. Stay safe, all the best. I'll see you in the next video.